Hello, Case. Welcome back. How are you today? Fine, thank you. So, today, what are we going to study? Yes, we are going to study Unit 8, My Family, right? Okay, so today we are going to study Unit 3 and 4. So, are you ready? If so, please bring your textbook and turn to page number 100. Well, so in previous lesson, what did we study? Do you remember? Yes, we studied mother, father, brother, and sister. Well done. So, what else? Uh-huh. We also study how to introduce our family. For example, this is my father, this is my mother, this is my brother, and this is my sister, like that. Great. So, what else? Yes, we also study he likes and she likes. So, when do we use he? When do we use he? Yes, for father, brother, we have to use he. For example, he likes apple. This is my brother. He likes banana. And then how about she? So, yes, for mom or mother or for sister, we have to use she. For example, this is my mom, my mother. She likes apple. This is my sister. She likes banana. Like that. So, do you remember, right? Now, everybody, let's see. It's on page number 100. Lesson 3. His or her name is. Lesson 3. His or her name is. Now we are going to study lesson 3. His or her name. Okay, so how to introduce your mom or dad names like that. Are you ready right now? Are you ready, Case? Well, let's start the lesson. Here is it. Here's a full pictures. Look at the first one. Is grandfather. The next one is grandmother. We already know father and mother. So this time, grandfather and grandmother. Do you know what they are? Grandfather and grandmother. Grandfather means popo and grandmother means popwa. Okay, popoနဲ့papaကိုပြောတာနော် So let's see. Grandfather. Grandfather. Can you follow me? Grandfather. 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 Okay, let's see the next one. Grandmother. Grandmother. So can you repeat after me? Grandmother. 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 So let's repeat it. Grandfather. Grandmother. Grandfather. Grandmother. Well done. So sometimes we usually call like grandpa And for grandmother, we usually say like grandma or granny, something like that. So grandfather and grandpa, and they are the same. Also grandmother, grandma, granny, they are the same too. Okay? Grandfather, grandpa, grandmother, grandma, and granny, they are the same. Okay, so let's see the next one. This time, uncle and aunt. I think you're familiar with this word uncle and aunt, right? So we usually familiar with this word uncle. What is uncle? Mhm. Yes, uncle mean like 제로 코니자 uncle 다만 호이 우우 우변어 uncle. So how about aunt? Yes, it's me. Dodo dalam hoy Andy. Dodo through aunt. Okay, so let's repeat it. Uncle, uncle. Can you follow me? Uncle, uncle. So the next one. Aunt, aunt, aunt. Can you follow me? Aunt, aunt, aunt. So let's repeat again. Uncle, 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 and aunt, aunt, aunt. Okay, well done. So let's review then. The first one is grandfather, grandmother, uncle, aunt. Let's repeat again. Grandfather, grandmother, uncle, and aunt. Well done. Well, so let's introduce Yannick first. Okay, let's introduce Yannick first. To introduce yourself, you have to use like, hello, my name is. Okay, hello, my name is. Here is it. Hello, my name is. Okay, so everybody, please listen carefully. I will introduce myself first. Hello, my name is Cynthia. So now's your turn. You have to introduce like, hello, my name is John, or hello, my name is Jasmine, like that. So you have to use your name. Okay, so are you ready? It's your turn, everybody. Please introduce yourself. Oh, good job. Okay, you have to introduce like, hello, my name is Cynthia. Hello, my name is John. Hello, my name is Sam. Oh, you have to introduce like that. Okay, so have you got a case? Okay, so now this time let's see how to introduce our mom or dad. Now look at this one. His or her name is. His or her name is. So here is it. His and her. Okay, his and her. So do you remember he and she? Yes, for boy or man. For boys or men, we have to use he, and we also have to use his. Okay, he and his is for boy and man. This time for girls or women. So what do we have to use? Yes, we have to use she or her. Okay, for example, like for your mom, you have to say like her name. For your dad, you have to say his name. Like that. For your brother, you have to say his name. For your sister, you have to say her name. Also, grandpa, you have to say his name. For grandma, we have to say her name. Like that. For his is used for boy or man, and her is used for girls or woman. So have you got it? His is for boy or man. Her is for girl or woman. Okay? တချေတို့ဒီမှာ his နဲ့ her ရှိတယ် his ကယောက်ျားလေးတွေအတွက်ဆိုရင်တချေတို့က his နဲ့သုံးပါမယ်ဒါပေမဲ့တချေတို့ကသူ့နောက်က name ဆိုတာထည့်ပေးရမယ် his name like that so မိန်းကလေးတွေအတွက်ဒါမှမဟုတ်လည်းအမျိုးသမီးတွေအတွက်ဆိုရင်တချေတို့က her ကိုသုံးရမယ်သူ့ရဲ့နောက်မှာ name ကိုကပ်ပေးရမယ် for example her name like that မိန်းကလေးတွေအတွက်ဆိုရင် her ယောက်ျားလေးတွေအတွက်ဆိုရင်အမျိုးသားတွေအတွက်ယောက်ျားလေးတွေအတွက်ဆိုရင် his Okay, so let's see. Let's see the picture. The first one is grandfather. The second one is grandmother, right? Grandfather and grandmother. Okay, so let's see. Grandfather. So is it man or woman? Is it man or woman? Yes, he is a man, right? So that's why we have to use his. Okay, so if you want to introduce your grandfather, you have to say like, this is my grandfather. His name is Usanton, like that. So please listen to me carefully. You can introduce like that. This is my grandfather. His name is Usanton, like that. Have you got it? In previous week, we already studied this is, right? So now you have to learn his name is, okay? So you can also use your grandpa name, okay? Usanton is just an example, okay? So you can introduce like, this is my grandfather. His name is Usanton, like that. Okay? So the next one, look at the next picture. Who is it? Yes, it's a grandmother, right? It's a grandmother or grandma, granny? Yeah, it's a grandmother. So what do we have to use? His or her? Yes, we have to use her. Her name is like that. Okay, so let's practice, okay? Everybody listen to me carefully. This is my grandmother. Her name is Doshwizi. Let's repeat it. This is my grandmother. Her name is Doshwizi. Like that? Okay. So, okay. Everybody, have you got it? တချေတို့ဒီနားမှာဥစံထွန်းဒေါ်ရွှေစင်ဆိုတဲ့ဟာကတချေတို့ကဒီမှာဥပမာပေးထားတာမိတို့သားတို့ကမိတို့သားတို့ရဲ့ပို့ပို့ပေါ်နာမည်တွေကိုဒီနားမှာအစားသွင်းပြီးတော့ပြောလို့ရတယ်ဟုတ်ပြီနော် Okay, so everybody, let's practice again. Please follow me. This is my grandfather. His name is Usanton. This is my grandfather. His name is Usanton. Okay, have you got it right? This is my grandfather. His name is Usanton, like that. Okay, so now let's see grandma. Okay, now everybody please repeat after me. This is my grandmother. Her name is Doshwizen. This is my grandmother. Her name is Doshwizen. This is my grandmother. Her name is Doshwizen. Like that. Okay, so do you know, right? His name and her name, please. Okay, you have to aware of that one. Okay, so now let's see the next one. Well, this time, look at the picture. Who are they? Yes, father and mother. This time you have to talk about your father and mother, okay? So how can we talk about our father? Yes, this is my father. His name is Upa, like that. So you can use your dad name, okay? So everybody, please repeat after me. Okay, so let's talk about your father. This is my father. His name is Upa. This is my father. His name is Upa. Okay, so have you got it right? So when you want to introduce your father, you have to say, this is my father. His name is Upa, like that. So you can also use your dad name too. So this time, let's see mom, mother. So how can we talk about your mother? Okay, how can we talk about our mother? So this is my mother. Her name is Dojo. This is my mother. Her name is Dojo. So can you follow me? This is my mother. Her name is Dojo. Yeah. Okay, so everybody, let's repeat it again. Okay, so when we want to talk about our father, my father, you have to say, this is my father. His name is. So now let's talk about your mom. This is my mother. Her name is. Okay, well done. So this time, remember everybody, for father we have to use his name and mother we have to use her name. Okay, father we have to use his name, for mother we have to use her name. Okay, his name and her name. Okay, well done. This time, let's see the next one. Okay, this time look at the pictures. What do you see? Yes, it's uncle and aunt, right? It's uncle and aunt. So this time, how do you talk about your uncle? So, okay, so let's see. This is my uncle. His name is Utron. Okay, so please listen to me carefully. This is my uncle. His name is Utron. Like that. So when you introduce someone, you have to use this is my uncle, my mom, my dad, and you have to also use like his name is or her name is, like that. Okay, now your uncle, right? So how do you introduce or how do you talk about your uncle? Now everybody, can you try yourself? Yes, well done everybody. You have to talk about like, this is my uncle. His name is Utong, like that. You can also use your uncle name too. Okay, Utong is just an example. Okay, so this is my uncle. His name is Utong. Okay, now this time aunt, right? So how can you talk about your aunt? Can you try yourself? Well done. You have to say like, this is my aunt. Her name is Shui. This is my aunt. Her name is Shui, right? Aunt is a woman, right? So that's why we have to use her. Her name is Shui like that. So you can also use your aunt name, and Shui is just an example. Okay, so everybody, let's practice again. Okay, so everybody, how do you talk about your uncle? How do you introduce your uncle? Can you? Well done. Okay, now this time, your aunt. How do you introduce your aunt? Okay, well done everybody. So everybody, have you got it right? So when we want to introduce, we have to say that this is and his name or her name is. Okay, so have you got it right? Well done. Well, now you know how to introduce your family, right? Okay, so it's time to talk about your family. Okay, it's time to talk about your family. So now you have to introduce your family. Okay, everybody look at the picture first. So how many people do you see in the picture? Yes, of course, six people. Okay, so now can you introduce them? You have to introduce like, this is my grandfather. His name is Usenton. Like that, you have to introduce like that. Okay, everybody, look at the pictures and you have to introduce your family. Okay, you have to talk about your family. You can also use your grandpa, grandma, and also your mom, dad real name. Okay, you can also use your mom or dad name. Okay, so have you got it? Okay, so I wanna give this one extra homework. So now, after the class, you have to introduce your family to someone. Okay, so you have to practice this one with your friend. Okay, you have to talk about your family and you have to introduce your family to your friend. Can you? Okay, this is your homework.